Hey, Westside family, Pastor Doug here. If I could just add to this past Sunday's message from 2 Peter chapter 1, cleverly invented stories. You know, we started talking about aliens, and that's not really my favorite topic, but if I could just add to that message, I guess I would have to go back to the aliens. I don't know that I exhausted that 2 Peter chapter 1 text there. I don't think it's possible to exhaust it. Definitely not in 30 or 40 minutes anyway. But still, I would probably go to the aliens. And the reason why is because after the service, multiple people came up to me and said, well, are aliens possible? Is it anti-biblical? Is it ungodly to think that there might be other life among the stars? And I come at that question from two angles. First of all, you got to understand there was 6, 7, 8-year-old me, and we were not in church at that time. We were in church when I was a toddler, a little boy, and then we were out of church for a while, and then we came back in when I was 12 into middle school. So in that little interim foundational period there, I really had not as much biblical education as I needed. I still had some because we were still a biblical family. We were still a God-fearing family. We just weren't engaging with the church anymore. Mom and Dad went to bed at 8 o'clock. I stayed up watching TV and I saw everything. Bigfoot, Loch Ness Monster, aliens, Bermuda Triangle, you know, and I believed in all of it. So there is a little boy still in me that is thrilled by the idea of alien life. There is now, though, the kingdom-loving man in me that just plain don't care. I don't care if there's aliens. I don't care if there's not. If there are, I hope we never meet. We can't get along with each other. I don't think we're going to get along with people from another planet, from another galaxy or solar system or whatever. So if there are aliens, I hope that we don't meet. Does the Bible say anything about aliens? It does not. I do think that there is some understanding in the Bible of the universe or the solar system. You know, I said in that message, I'm not sure Peter knew he was living on a planet. That's just a guess. But Job talks about the earth being hung on nothingness. So he seemed to have some cosmological understanding of a planet, maybe of a solar system. I don't know, who knows? Again, the Bible doesn't concentrate on it that much. So the man in me doesn't concentrate on it that much. Still, I know that there are other believers out there that I love and cherish and enjoy who think there could be aliens out there, who want there to be aliens out there, who wish there were aliens out there. I knew one guy very strongly wanted this to be true in California. I'm not exactly sure why. He was just a big astronomer. He loved astronomy. He loved the galaxy, all of those things. He went to a lecture with a guy named Hugh Ross. I don't know if you know who Hugh Ross is. I did not even know Hugh Ross was in town just down the street. I probably would have went as well. Hugh Ross is a scientist and a Christian. He does believe, like I think, in old Earth creationism rather than, you know, so he does believe the Earth is billions of years old rather than some Christians who believe in young Earth creationism, that the Earth is only a couple of thousand years old. Again, a debatable idea, not all that important to me. But there was a Q&A time at this lecture, and my friend raised his hand and said, could there be aliens? And Hugh Ross was like, nope, absolutely not. Humans are all that is. I could understand why he would think that way. We do seem to be the center of the story, at least as the story's been told to us. It does seem like God gave special attention to the life that he created on this earth. But if you wanted to push it, maybe, you know, maybe it's not necessarily true that we're saying maybe we don't have to be the center. If God could save Jew and Gentile, then I suppose he could save Alpha Centauri as well, or whatever else I don't know what you would call them. But I suppose that he could save them as well. And that would be the case if there were such creatures. I have heard some say, hey, if there are aliens, they can't be fallen. They must have not done what Adam and Eve did. I'm not sure that's true. If there were aliens, I think they probably would be fallen, and they would need to come be saved, redeemed through Jesus Christ, same as we are. So here's the conclusion of the matter, to paraphrase Ephesians or Ecclesiastes. I'm sorry. Here's the conclusion of the matter. Are there aliens? I don't know. Does the Bible say we can't believe in them? Do we have to be strong like Hugh Ross and say absolutely not? I don't think so. Are we ever likely to meet them if they exist? I hope not. Probably not. I don't think we will. I know this to be true. As Abraham said in Genesis 18, the judge of all the earth will do what is right. If there are aliens out there, God will do right by them. If there's no aliens out there, God's continuing to do what is right by us. That's the most important thing. God's kingdom coming. God's will be done on earth, or maybe Alpha Centauri or Planet X or whatever else is out there, but definitely on earth as it is in heaven. That is the most important thing. God's kingdom coming, God's will be done. That's what I choose to focus on. That's what I would have added if I had a couple minutes more there in that sermon. Thanks for spending this time with me. I hope to see you again very soon.